So from one father to another, what are some important lessons you would pass on to the next generation of fathers regarding parenting?
In relation to being a parent, to me, it's one of the greatest things of your life. In a temporal or secular sense, whatever you do for your career is interesting. Sometimes it might be exciting, maybe it's even mundane, but there's no doubt that why we're on earth is to look after the generation of youngsters who will replace us and will propagate the human race. So parenting is actually the crucial event of our lives. If you're lucky enough to find a partner and decide with that partner to have kids. Now, to me, that leads us to the great conundrum that the most brilliant person God ever put breath into will be an imperfect parent. It's just like leadership. There are no perfect leaders. Just so, there will be no perfect parents. The best parents are those who understand that and strive mightily to be what their kids need. So to me, the taciturn chap who's aloof and a hard taskmaster at work has to understand that's not who walks in the door to see the children. When I was a general, I was probably quite proud to be a general. I'd walk out the door in the morning to go to work. And as I got to the car, there'd be an army car to pick me up. There would be a military driver and that person would be saluting and calling me sir. I'd go to work and I'd walk in the door and all my other workmates were junior to me, so they'd be calling me sir. All day I'd be a general. And then as I got home in the evening and the driver would drop me off, there'd be another salute, see you in the morning sir. I'd walk down the pathway, open the door, step inside my own front door, and there would be my kids. And from their point of view, the silly old fellow had just walked in the door. So much for being a general. So that's grounding. The next thing that must embody your approach to your kids is love and understanding. Yes, you might have to apply standards. You might have to apply corrections. You might have to point out dangerous practices and things they do which are risky or antisocial or just not loving. You might have to do all that, but that's got to come from love in your heart. And the next thing you must do is show the kids, show them the love you have for your partner. That must be inherent in all that you do. This doesn't mean that you will be silly people who expect always to have harmonious relations. But let that underlying love be so obvious to the kids, it's something they carry into their lives. And finally, you must imbue in them a sense of their own worth, their own potential, their own opportunity to have their hopes realised and be there for them. I think if that characterises your practice as a parent, then you're on a pretty good start.